guys, so here we are in Wuning County, China. I don't know exactly where that is on the map, but this is our room for now. It's actually pretty big. My roommate wanted a bigger room, so we upgraded for, it's like $1. It's like kind of Carlos Alcaraz theme, which I think is quite funny. The only thing is that there's laundry, like a laundry washing machine upstairs, and every time someone like uses it, there's like this humming noise. Last night I literally had to put on headphones to go to sleep, so I'm gonna wait for my roommate to come, and if she wants to change rooms, we can change rooms. Today I don't really have much to do. I have one hit later on in the afternoon. I'm probably gonna string a racket and just kind of settle down, but yeah, we have a practice later on, so I'll see you guys when I do that practice, or you guys can watch me string for the next few minutes. So for practice, I hit with a girl who's ranked 700 WTA. I was just trying to get a feel for the ball because I have been touring Taiwan for a few days and I definitely felt a little rusty after not playing. I was feeling a little slow when it came to pushing off my legs, and my eyes were having trouble focusing on the ball and anticipating shots. Either way, the whole point of the practice was to try and get a feel for the courts, and to be honest, they felt a little weird. They were a little fast, felt a little slippery, but at the same time, the ball was sometimes slow. But either way, I like the way they look, so I guess that's a plus. For dinner, I went out with my roommate and some other girls. We found this place and the ice cream was literally less than $1. It was 6 yen. So yes, we did have ice cream before dinner. We walked around some other stores to grab some snacks, and for 10 yen, whatever you grab with one hand, you get, which was pretty fun. Also spotted the classic night dance workouts that you see everywhere in China. In the morning, I got a little bit of breakfast before my match and warm-up. They have a variety of food, and I sat at one of the tables which had an amazing view of the lake. Okay, so I just finished warming up, and today is the day of the first round of qualifying. We have our first match in a little bit and just some pre-match thoughts. Yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling a little hesitant. My tennis hasn't been exactly smooth sailing, if that makes sense. Like at home, feeling very confident. I was able to hit the ball, see the ball move quite well on the court, and right now it doesn't really feel like I have any of those aspects. I guess I'm nervous, or I'm a little scared that I won't be able to perform, but we'll see how it goes. As you can tell from my voice, I'm not like super excited. I think I'm pretty nervous right now, but we'll see how it goes, and the next clips will be of my match, so hopefully it goes well. For the first round of qualifying, I was matched against an unranked player. She was quite tall and had a big serve. I started the match off pretty strong. Despite a few errors here and there, like double faults and missed returns, I don't think I was playing that bad. The rallies were kept pretty short, like 1 to 4 balls, and as long as I stayed consistent, I was coming out on top. Keeping this momentum, I went up 4-1 in the first set. After that, I sort of relaxed and started to lose focus. I started making careless mistakes, and before I knew it, she caught up and it was 4-4. I caught myself around 5-5, and when I did, I ended up winning the set 7-5. In the second set, I got broken in the beginning due to a few double faults on my serve. Once that happened, there was a little bit of a momentum and mental shift. After being broken, I just started to crumble. My opponent was playing the same as before, but I was just making a lot of unforced errors and wasn't really in the match. And because of that, I went down 1-5. But then I started to play better again. I was being more consistent and focused and ended up winning another 2 games, but still lost the second set 4-6. Going into the third set tiebreak, I was pretty confident. After winning the past 2 games, I knew that if I continued to play like this for the third, I would come out on top. So in the third set, I was staying solid and consistent and just working on that as my game plan. My opponent was going for a little bit more than before, and I knew if I stayed consistent, she would eventually just make a mistake. So in the end, I won the match 7-5, 3-6, and 10-4. Okay guys, so this is kind of right after the match, I had to do a little bit of serves because it was insane the amount of double faults that I was making. I'm not super happy with how I played. I'm happy that I got the win, that I came back to my senses, especially in the tiebreak. I didn't feel like she had a lot on me. I was just making a lot of mistakes and yeah, just doubting myself. In the second set especially, or in the first set I was up 4-1. I was just checking out mentally. I think maybe my brain was like, oh, you know, I got this, just 2 more games. And then I had a few chances to break, a few chances to hold, and then I missed some easy shots because I just wasn't focusing on the ball. And then in the second set, once I got broken, I was kind of like in this mindset of giving up already, and overall just making excuses for myself, telling myself maybe I'm not ready to be playing ITFs right now. And it was just a sorry excuse. It was really bad. I told myself to breathe, told myself to calm down. I was able to see the ball a bit better. I wasn't rushing into the shots because in the beginning I kept catching it late because I was like literally jamming myself into the ball. Once we got into the third set, I knew that if I just continued to play the way I was playing, that I was going to come up on top, and it kind of showed in the third set that I was a little bit more solid. I was a little bit smarter with my shot selections. I wasn't going for the 10% of the court, instead I was going for like the 70%. Yeah, I'm just glad I came out on top. I'm going to use everything that I learned from today for the rest of the week for tomorrow's matches, so hopefully I do better tomorrow and I feel better tomorrow. So I'm going to go rest up now. So bad of a first day for this week, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, day 2. This is the second round of qualifying that we have today. We're second match on. This is my breakfast. I'm just having 2 dumplings and I'm taking a bun to go. I have warm up in like 30 minutes, so I don't want to be too full. So I'm gonna eat this real quick, get to stretching, and then go to warm up. For my second round of qualifying, I was matched against someone with ITF shadow ranking of 2000. Now you get an ITF shadow point every time you reach the last round of qualifying or past qualifying. This helps you get into tournaments along the road, and it helps categorize players if they don't have a WTA ranking. Now right off the bat, just like the previous match, I could tell that I was in control of most of the points. I was constantly dictating and moving the ball, and the only thing was that she was a lot faster and more consistent than my previous opponent. We went back and forth quite a lot in the first set. I would win 2 points and then miss a return or make a mistake. She didn't have much power and wasn't really moving me off the court, but still made me play another extra ball or 2. I won the first set 7-5. In the second set, I was making less mistakes. I came off playing on fire, and there honestly wasn't much that she could do. I was playing the same game as the first set, except I wasn't making any unforced errors or unnecessary shots, and she couldn't really do much to counter me. I went up 5-1 in the second set, but then I got tight again. I got a little bit nervous and started hesitating through my shots. My hands were tight when I swung through the ball, so overall I just started making mistakes once again. My opponent was pretty solid, and seeing that I was getting nervous, she started to play a lot better too. Also, because I wasn't swinging through the ball as much, she was able to take control. For the next 3 games, I was a nervous wreck, and she was definitely taking advantage of it. I was trying my best to calm myself down, but it just wasn't working. And then at 5-4, I told myself, just play how I was before, because even if I lose, at least I'll have played properly. I was able to close the set and win 7-5, 6-4. Okay, so I just finished my first match of the day. For some reason, there's 2 matches today, so I have a little over an hour of rest, like an hour 20, before my next one. That one was tough. My nerves almost got to me. I'm glad I was able to focus up in the last game. And yeah, if I lost that, that would have been... Whew. For those 5 games in the second set, I was pretty happy with the level I was playing. It was the way I want to play all the time. So we'll see if I can apply it in the next one. We'll see how the next one goes. Okay, so unfortunately, I thought I was recording my match. I grabbed my phone after the match. It never ended up recording. Unfortunately, I just couldn't bring my level for the second match. Maybe I was mentally tired. I was going through a lot of emotions on the court mentally, having a really hard time staying focused and keeping my eye on the ball. I noticed that when I kept my eye on the ball, I was hitting pretty clean, but then a lot of the times I was too focused on what she was doing. But the court is quite fast and slippery. It feels very slippery. But this is the state of my shoes right now. So it also might be my shoes, but it honestly feels like I'm playing on clay. Like I feel like I can't stop if I'm running. Every time I'm on the run, I feel like I'm gonna fall. But yeah, unfortunately that is it for me this week. Do have doubles coming up, so hopefully I get in. Let's cross our fingers. If there's more to this video, that means I got in. If not, then I'm gonna do an outro right now. Also, take a look at this view. It might look like I'm gonna jump, but the view is helping it just a little bit. Guys, so unfortunately I did not get into doubles this week, so that means we are done for the week. No more singles, no doubles. The doubles cut was just too high, so unfortunately, even though my partner had pretty good ranking, we did not get in. The rest of the week is just going to be filled with a lot of practices, and I'm just going to be preparing myself physically and mentally to try and play 2 matches in one day. As always, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on post notifications to be notified every single time I post a video. I hope you guys really enjoyed these types of videos. Make sure you stay tuned. I have 2 more weeks here in Wuning, China, playing these W15Ks. Be sure to stay tuned for those to see how I do. And like always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you